Yo, what's going on, guys? Slayer back here again. Yeah, man. Right off the bat, I just want to say that I am still sober. I plan to keep it this way. Me and alcohol just don't mix. When you put the two of us together, bad things are bound to happen. And alcoholism is such a demon. It's so confusing. It makes no sense. We're very much impossible to understand. I don't even necessarily understand us. And I'm in the, classification in the group of people that have a drinking problem. Just imagine losing interest in everything. Losing interest in literally everything. The only thing that matters, the only thing that brings you joy or satisfaction is a substance, because it gets to that point. And if you're a dry drunk, you're in that point even in sobriety, where absolutely nothing, no matter what you do, brings you any joy anymore. The only way that you can feel any sort of quote-unquote joy is by drinking, and it gets to the point where that's no longer enjoyable. So you're doomed if you do, you're doomed if you don't. And that's what alcoholism does, is it traps you. It traps you in this box. And the deeper and the further and the older that we get, the harder it gets to be able to get out of that box. All of your relationships become secondary. Your wife, she might have been your world. She might have been everything to you. Well, that doesn't really, you might still love her, don't get me wrong, but she's no longer the top priority. Oh, we have date night tonight. Well, first, let me get my liquor, and then I'll focus on that. The booze always comes first over everything, even our children. You have children, well, you find yourself putting booze over your own kids. Next thing you know, you start to lose relationships. One after the next, and you can't blame anybody. They're sick and tired of dealing with this. We're so much to deal with. We really are. And so one relationship after the next relationship after the next relationship, you start losing people. And that hurts. That hurts inside. And so we get lonely, and we even more lonely than what we already were. We isolate even more than we already were. And what do we do to, quote unquote, solve the issue? Drink. Waking up every single day and puking, throwing up, forcing liquor down your throat. Forcing liquor down your throat. I've made a whole video on this, but I can't emphasize that enough, guys. I used to have a fear of getting sick. All of that is gone. I've thrown up so many times because of alcohol that I have absolutely no fear of it anymore. It's just comes naturally. Oh, I got to puke. Oh, let me just do that real quick. Done and move on with my day. Anxiety, impending doom from hell. You're convinced every day that you're going to die. Every single day. If you're not drinking, you're an absolute basket case. You can't even get behind the wheel of a vehicle without being intoxicated. So now you're breaking laws. And maybe you get pulled over, you get that DUI. And the whole time that you're sitting in a jail cell, you're getting sober isn't going through your mind. You're just sitting there thinking, man, how much more time till I can get out and I can drink again? Maybe you go to jail for 6 months. The whole time you're in jail, the 6 months, you're thinking about, wow, man, that buzz sounds so nice. It would just solve all my issues, right? Well, I just got out of jail, so I deserve to drink, right? Those are the alcoholic excuses. We always have a reason to literally kill ourselves, to literally poison ourselves. We always have a reason to destroy our lives and destroy everybody around us. I'm just an absolute tornado, lying. Left and right, lies, so many lies piling on top of lies that we don't even remember what we were lying about. Blacked out every single day. You're waking up, there's text messages. You don't know what happened the night before. The shame, the regret. Am I ever going to be able to get out of this endless cycle? I just want to feel that comfort, that relief, that warm, fuzzy feeling that alcohol gives us. All that's gone. All of it's gone. It's been gone for a long time. If you're anything like me, alcoholism has gotten nothing but worse, and it continues to. Now you're stealing. You're breaking every single moral code that you had for yourself. Anything that you held dear, anything that you thought that, oh, I'll never do that. Well, once alcohol is in the occasion, you're fully addicted, well, anything's off the table. Next thing you know, you're stealing. Next thing you know, you're taking money out of wallets. You're walking into gas stations and taking bottles right off the shelf because you can't afford anything, because you've lost all your money. You've been fired from every single job that you've tried to hold, because every single job that you try and get, you end up being found drinking on the job, or you're too drunk to show up to the job, so you end up quitting. Hospital visits on top of hospital visits. Money piling up that you don't have any money to pay for. Disappointment in every single person's eyes that you see, including the nurses that know you by name. Losing more and more and more. You lose everything. You lose everything around you to the point that you start to lose yourself. And then eventually you do lose yourself to the point that you don't even know who you are anymore. I can't look myself in the mirror anymore. I hate myself. I hate what I've become. And I'm out of control. How can I don't feel like I can do anything. No matter what I try to do, I end up back with that bottle in a brown bag, fucking back at that liquor store again. How do I get free? How do I get free from this? Oh, I'm a Christian. Oh, I'm a man of God, right? Well, that goes out the window the second that I take a drink. All of it. How pathetic. Begging people for money, either on the streets or begging old friends, begging whoever. I got to get my alcohol inside of me. This is life or death, right? Well, it literally is life or death, because we continue drinking and drinking and drinking and drinking until it kills us. I can no longer drink alcohol. This is no longer a choice for me. But yet, how many times have I said that, and I find myself back with more alcohol, drinking yet again? Long-term rehabs. You go to this rehab, you go to that rehab. You pay all these self-help gurus, and you do this, and you go to AA, and none of it really works. Because unless we really want to stop drinking, unless you truly want to stop drinking, and for me, I give it to my God and my understanding. I can't stop drinking, but my God can help me. I can do it through Him. He can get me to stop drinking. I'm not going to start preaching at you guys, but I'm just telling you what's worked for me. I have had absolutely no success in this sobriety thing unless I'm walking the straight and narrow path. Unless I actually feel like I have a purpose and a meaning here, I just fall right back into the liquor again. Time wasted. So much time wasted that we never get back. We never get back. And neither do our loved ones, our family, and our friends that we just put through hell. We put them through absolute and utter hell. This accepted, this glorified, this death of a drug that we have in our society. It's everywhere. It's all over the place, man. You can't hardly go anywhere without finding alcohol. There it is, waiting for you. You know the old saying that our addictions outside doing push-ups, getting jacked, waiting for it's true. It's true. Because I can go 2-3 months without a drink, and the second that I pick up that liquor again, alcohol, because it doesn't matter if it's liquor. I'll drink wine, beer, it doesn't matter. As long as it has alcohol in it, I'm going to drink it. The second that I drink it, oh man, it's all down the tubes. And it's 10 times worse than it was the time before. And it just keeps going and going and going and getting worse and getting worse and getting worse. And I can't see my way out. Next thing you know, you're 30 years old. Oh my God, I thought that this would never happen. When I was 21, I was telling myself by the time I'm 25, I'll have this together. When I was 25, I was telling myself when I was 30, I'll have this together. Now I'm 40 years old with liver cirrhosis and I'm dying, and I what am I supposed to do now? And a lot of the times, from what I've heard, most people continue to drink after a liver cirrhosis diagnosis. That's alcoholism. It's absolute and pure selfish insanity. It destroys us. It steals from us. It kills us. But yet we'll go right back to the liquor store and do it all over again like nothing ever happened. As fast as we fall down, we get right back up and right back to it. We do it. And there we are, drinking again. There we are, throwing our lives down the tube. I wanted to get on here and let you guys know what my plan was moving forward, but I am still extremely sick. My throat's killing me. My head's pounding. My face is all swollen. I look awful. I'm pale. But guess what? That's the reality of what I'm going through right now. That's the reality of what this has done. Not progressing in life whatsoever. Next thing you know, you're degressing. You're homeless. You don't have anything to your name. Now you're literally living under a bridge. It's miserable, lonely. It's awful. And we pretend, we put on these fake fronts like we're having a good time when we're drinking, but we're not. We're really not. And that joy, whatever enjoyment we got, what I was chasing, that feeling that alcohol used to give me. In the beginning, it was so good. It took all my problems away. I felt my stomach muscles relax. I could breathe for the first time in my life. I just felt like I found the answer to all my problems until it turns around on you and just bites you like a snake, because we're not supposed to live life constantly intoxicated with this poison inside of our system. It's not what we're supposed to do. It's not how God created us. God did not create us for this, man. He did not create us to slowly destroy ourselves and destroy everybody around us. Alcoholism is a curse, but it can also be a gift if we can turn it around and use it for good. If we can learn the lessons from what we've went through, turn it around and use it to help somebody else, to educate people, then in a way it was all worth it, right? This right here, and don't worry guys, this is an empty bottle. I found this, going through empties, just finding them all around the house. I'll find them for months later. This stuff right here, it destroys us, like I said, man. It crushes us. No more. No more. This is a message to myself more than anything. Alcoholism is terrible, and I wouldn't wish it upon my worst enemy. The withdrawals. I didn't even get into the withdrawals. The withdrawals from literal hell. You think, it's like I've said it before, you think that, you will be begging to have a bad flu when you're going through withdrawals. I have plenty of videos on it. It's a nightmarish, hellish experience that can get so bad that it can kill you. Yes, alcohol withdrawal can kill you. And a lot of the times you're hallucinating demons right before you're dragged down to hell. Alcoholism is a pit. It's darkness. And it's no way to live, man. And it's beatable. I'll always be an alcoholic. But we can put this disease in remission. We can reclaim our lives. And from what I've seen, and like Steve-O has said, we become the greatest versions of ourselves ever when we do it. There is hope. There is beauty in this life. I love you guys, man. I love the people in my life that love me, and and care for me. And I love people in general. You know, life is a beautiful gift. I love God. I love the Bible. These are the things that matter to me. And I want to chase my dreams. I want to help people one day. I want to continue doing this YouTube channel. I want to make a difference. Because alcoholism does not need to be the end of us. It doesn't. We can overcome this, and we can do it together. The next video that I get on, guys, and make, I'm going to update you guys and let you know what the plan is moving forward. I had this on my heart and I had this on my mind, and I felt like I needed to talk about it today. So if you're hopeless, if you feel like there's no hope, trust me, there always is. I've relapsed and gotten sober 1,000,000 times, and this time I'm determined to really do it. So let's do it together. Till next time, guys, God bless. Stay safe, stay sober. I'll see you real soon. Peace.